Hey, plug up. I don't even understand how the fuck my plug.
What up? Hey guys, what it do, baby? Thanks for tuning into your girl Gigi's channel. If you are here, you know exactly what we are going to talk about, and that is the basketball wives. I mean, last night it gave me all the juice, so I'm gonna give you the squeeze. That's what we are here for. I mean, it literally popped off in the first 5 minutes with Evelyn's ass. She was not having it with Jen, and guess what? I wasn't either. I don't fuck with this whole pity story that Jen is giving me. As much as I'm sorry about your mama passing away, it's irrelevant to the situation. So I'm not gonna give Evelyn no flack for coming after Jen. I actually appreciated seeing a little glimpse of 2012 Evelyn because the shit was funny. I'm not gonna lie. And then when she called her a buster, like she brought all the New York back, I was like, yes, give it to me, Evelyn. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later. First, if you're new to your girl's channel, let me welcome you to Big What's Up. I appreciate you for tuning in to your girl. I love the support, and if you drop a heart emoji down in the comments, I will shout you out in future videos. You know, just to acknowledge you, and I say I love you, appreciate the support, and we see each other, okay? So the Basketball Wives opens up with this whole awkward moment, which is Jen, OG, and Dominique getting out of the car and coming into the house. Now, Evelyn and Jackie are already in the house, you know, getting situated, and Shaunie's walking them through, and you could just tell Jen is not really trying to look at Evelyn because she sees that bitch burning a hole through the side of her skull, and Evelyn is just burning up. You could just tell. And Shaunie's like, okay, so what do you think we should do right now? And they're like, how about some drinks? Because obviously, okay, piece of hair, you always do this. I need you to do, okay, hold up, y'all. All right, so they go get drinks, and I'm like, yeah, that's the solution. Go liquor everybody up while everybody's pissed off and ready for shit to, you know, pop off. Let's drop some Hennessy in our cups, because that's gonna fix everything. The last thing we need is a liquored up, angry Evelyn to be in the same room as Jennifer's old phony ass, but that's what y'all do. Now, Shaunie's like, okay, well, I guess we can do dinner tonight, and Evelyn straight up shut that shit down, was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna be sitting at the table acting phony with some girls I know I don't fuck with. And Evelyn already is kind of like on the edge because that little she heard what Dominique said at Shaunie's party. So she's looking at that bitch sideways too. So Shaunie was like, well, I mean, it's just, you know, we all should be able to sit down and have a good time and eat. And so Evelyn's like, no, Shaunie, I'm not doing it. So at this time, Malaysia shows up, and she walks obviously into a tense situation. She feels the tension, and she's like getting filled in on the plans for dinner. And Evelyn tells her, look, I'm staying home. So Malaysia's like, I think I'm gonna stay home too, because y'all know she got that beef with OG, and she still ain't sorted that shit out. So she don't even stand to look at her at this moment. She's eating a damn banana, starving, but it's gonna pretend to be okay because she just is not gonna play phony. We know Malaysia and Evelyn, like, they don't hold their tongue. They are who they are, and I respect that. Absolutely, don't be phony. Like, that's what they are genuine when it comes to, like, bitch, if I don't like you, I don't like you. So now here it is. OG, Jen, and Dominique, they kind of walk away, go outside to cool down, and Kristen and Jackie are upstairs fighting over a goddamn bedroom because Jackie's old ass, decrepit, wants the whole big bedroom when it was obvious that Kristen was supposed to be sharing it with some friend that, like, she invited. So Kristen was like, nah, bitch, get out my room. And Jackie's like, no, bitch, I'm staying in this room. And it's like, Jackie, like, 2 people are coming. We need the big ass room. Instead, Jackie was like, I'm a big ass girl. I started hollering because I was like, damn, Jackie, like, you really gonna go through all this over a bedroom? That always seems to happen on these damn little housewives shows. Y'all bitches fight over bedrooms like it's y'all's last breath. But I mean, it was such a little thing. Kristen was like, okay, bitch, I got you. So in that moment, OG and Jen and Dominique are outside, and OG wants to put in her comments like, I'm just so sick of this. Like, why are we gonna do 2 separate dinners? Like, if we were doing that, I would have stayed my ass at home. And it's like, OG, first of all, you barely got invited, okay? So keep your mouth shut. And then Jen was like, I know, I mean, I'm so sick of this. Like, I want to be grown and act like we can all sit down and have a dinner. And Dominique put her little input in too, but she's a B cast right now. Not even B cast, she's like D cast. So you are obsolete at this moment. But they walk back in the house, and this awkward moment because they're sitting down on like a little couch, and Malaysia and Evelyn walked by, and OG tried to be a little shady, talking about, well, Malaysia, do you want to come sit down? And Malaysia goes, no. I was like, Malaysia, you stupid, you messy, because the fact that you even had to pretend that you was going to think about it, like, okay, I get what you was trying to do. So they walk outside, and now OG's like, well, we should go outside just to make it seem like we offered, an effort to, be okay with them. So now here it is, everybody's outside trying to get this whole dinner situation, under control. Now, Shaunie's sitting there like awkward because she told Evelyn, like, I can't do two separate dinners because I can't choose. Bitch, what do you mean you can't choose? That would be an obvious choice. Go sit your ass with Evelyn, because just because Jen apologized don't mean that bitch deserves a dinner. I mean, I am not sitting at a table with Jennifer, especially if she tried to start a whole cheating rumor with my friend. Man, fuck you and the horse you rode in on, okay? So they outside, and Jackie's like, you know what? Okay, let's get the elephant out on the table, because this is just going to be here the whole time unless we get it situated. So Evelyn's like, you know what? Okay, I'll start. Dominique, I heard you was saying some shit about me and Shaunie's party. What was your opinion? What were you saying? And so Dominique was like, I wasn't talking shit. I was just saying an opinion about the whole latchkey kid comment. And so Evelyn was like, okay, but did Jen tell you that she still ain't told the truth? And so Dominique was like, oh no. And then Jen was like, really? Are we doing this? Like, I'm not talking about this anymore. So Evelyn was like, yeah, we are, because you still admitted to talking about my daughter, Shaunice. And so Shaunie was like, Evelyn, I'm not talking about it. So Evelyn's like, well, why the fuck are you here? Like, so everybody's getting heated. Well, at least Evelyn is. And Jen was like, okay, I'm not doing this. Like, you ain't innocent, Evelyn. You know what you did. And so that literally sent Evelyn through the roof. She talking about, what did I do? Who was I talking shit about? What mess was I talking? And Jen's still taking to it. You ain't, and you know what you said. You know what you said. And it's like, Jen, okay, now don't try and take Evelyn down this sinking ship with you, because we know she ain't talking no shit with you, okay? So now Jen's getting up, walking away, because she got this damn drink thrown in her face. And I mean, I don't have no pity for you, Jennifer. I mean, y'all drop down in the comments to let me know, like, was Evelyn overreacting, or was it about time that Jen got a drink thrown in her face? I mean, I don't condone violence, but sometimes a bitch needs her ass whooped, so she learned to keep her mouth shut. So now Jen walks away, and Dominique kind of gets the brunt of it, the second win that Evelyn got, because Dominique is right there, and Evelyn was like, you better go get your friend. She a buster. And that made me laugh, because like I have family who grew up in New York, and like when they get angry, like that accent start getting real thick. And when she dropped that buster, I was like, oh shit, okay, old Evelyn's seriously back. So Dominique said, why you talking to me like that? I'm not involved. And she was like, that's your friend. Like, you trying to stick up for her and stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you. So now here it is. Dominique is puffing up her chest. So Evelyn's like, okay, bitch, what you want to do? So Evelyn puffed up her chest too, and now standing up on the damn lawn chair. And now everybody's breaking them up. And Dominique's coming back with this sus. That was irking me. Like, bitch, say sis. Come on, sus. Like, walk your old chicken drumstick leg ass back inside with Jen. You ain't gonna beat her back up today, honey. So they go inside. Evelyn's sitting down. She's trying to cool off. And Kristen explains to her, I think Jennifer is still upset for the fact that she thinks that you were talking about her mom. Now, Evelyn looked confused, because she's like, I ain't talking about her mom. What I really was doing was talking about Jen. I mean, we all know Jennifer is playing semantics with this whole Evelyn was talking shit about my mom thing. Evelyn never said nothing specifically about your mom. And we all know that. But Jen needs a reason to be mad, or to make Evelyn look like shit, to distract from all the mess that she was talking. So Shaunie and Jackie agreed to go back and talk to Jen and the Dominique girl, because Evelyn was like, you need to explain to her, because I'm obviously not getting across. So they go in the room, and at this point, Jen is having a moment like, really? This is what we're doing? If the only bitch really should be mad, it's me, because how dare nobody be holding her accountable for talking about my mom? It's like, here we go again. Irrelevant, because even if she did say something that happened after the fact of you getting busted for talking shit about Shaunie and her damn cheating husband or whatever, and then Evelyn and her little daughter who get around. I mean, there's some little details in there that might possibly be true, but guess what? That ain't no your business to spread. Or at least if you're gonna spread it, be discreet and not have the shit come back to you. Okay, Jennifer, you don't know how to talk mess right, so now here it is, it's coming back to you. So now she starts getting into like, I can't believe I'm in this situation, I'm so alone. I mean, when I was going through my mother dying, I literally had nobody beside me. My sister had her husband, and I had nobody. And it's like, bitch, how have you still not found a man after divorcing that ugly ass dude? And to me, it's like, I don't think she really trying to find a man because she liked the money that she's getting from old dude now. I mean, I'm sure he's still paying the alimony because I think it goes until you get married again. Jen ain't trying to get married again because she love her Balenciaga and her Moschino and all that shit that she be putting on. Okay? So, I'm sorry if you don't have no dick to, like, comfort you, but go out there and find somebody. Hell, get Patty from Millionaire Matchmaker to get you a dude. But in regards to friends, I mean, Jen, you fucked them over. You talked about them. So why would they be standing beside you? So now Jackie and everybody's like crying and having a moment with her because I did feel so, like, you could tell she had a breakdown. I'm going to give her that. I'm not going to ring her over that. But, I mean, Jen, I'm not going to allow you to keep using that as an excuse. But then there was kind of like a little slick breakthrough moment where she was like, you know, in life, I just know I made mistakes and I'm going to be, hold myself accountable and for the things I might have said. And so Jackie and Shaunie kind of look at each other like, okay, are you going to say it? No. So it was like, Jen, you like, it's like we already know you said it. Just admit the shit already. And then like you kind of already told on yourself in the past already, so it's like quit backtracking. So now Shaunie and Jackie go and run back and tell Evelyn this information. Now Shaunie goes to Evelyn and it was like, look, I mean, your friend Jennifer is not okay. I get you want to be mad, but the way she's talking about her mother and literally nobody being there, like it was hard for her. And so Evelyn kind of has a moment where she gets all soft because they were friends for 20 years. She understands she lost her mom, but she's still holding on to that anger and feeling hurt that, god dang, this woman was talking about my child and she's supposed to be like her auntie. So now she's battling like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to move on, from this whole situation because she's just so upset. Now, I think they have a little conversation with, who's that? Malaysia and Kristen. Malaysia ends up sitting down with Kristen because she tells her about the whole Byron situation, how she sat with him and how he was like, I didn't give OG that information to go run off and, tell everybody with. It was in conversation. And the whole Thomas situation, like where, he's emotional about not seeing his dad and being close with him anymore. And Byron, regardless, says like, look, that's my son. I might not be the sperm donor, but I've raised that boy for 35 years. He's mine. So Kristen gets emotional because she knows like that's a soft spot for her husband. And he's kind of battling not going to the wedding. So that's going to be like a huge thing. But Kristen is right. Like OG's always going to want to say something bad about her. If she has an opportunity to talk about Kristen, it's always going to be negative. There's underlying jealousy. I'm sorry. It just is between OG and Kristen. Kristen has what OG wants and ain't ever gonna get because Kwame's old alien predator looking ass is unfaithful as all hell. And I can see that from the goddamn TV. So OG, find you a new man because you're wasting your good years, okay? So now it's getting ready to be time for dinner. And Shaunie kind of explained to Evelyn, look, I think you might have an apology coming later on tonight. But little did she know Jennifer was going to bewilder, bamboozle, and hoodwink her ass once again. Now they all get to dinner and, Jackie she's always a comic relief. She's chewing on them chips like a chipmunk and was like, let's play a game. Let's play confessions. So she asked the first question and Kristen was like, when did you lose your virginity? She was like 18. So then she asked Shaunie a question, how many sexual partners you got? Shaunie was like, game over. I was like, Shaunie, why you ain't telling everybody that you used to be a thought and bop, that you used to be thought and bopping back in the day? I think Shaunie was a low-key freak. I really think she got some numbers up there. I mean, the way she didn't want to, I know you want to keep your shit private, but I don't think Shaunie's innocent as she be, portraying. It's always the quiet ones that be the real freaky deaky ones. We all know that, like the little church girls and stuff, or like the people who just, supposed to be all innocent and whatnot. But I be telling you, freaking the sheets, and they be doing the most. I think Shaunie, You know, she had a good run for her little, you know, young 20s and stuff like that. But then it gets interesting because then Kristen throws a question at Jennifer. And she goes, Jennifer, do you ever see you mending issues with Malaysia? And before Jen could even answer it, Malaysia shot that shit down so quick, talking about no. And then, of course, she was annoyed because it's like, bitch, you already know I don't like her. Why you putting my name in the same sentence as her? So now it's Evelyn's turn to ask Jen, Jennifer, did you talk about my daughter, Shaunice? And she swallows and goes, no. And literally everybody is like, damn, we knew this bitch was gonna lie, but there was that slight hope that we thought she was gonna say something. But in her confessional, she was talking about she didn't want to be a show pony and do it in front of everybody. Bitch, yeah, you apologize to her in front of everybody because you had no problem spreading that shit to everybody when you were talking about her motherfucking daughter. So, miss me with that. But Shaunie's feeling like, well, damn, here we go again. I look dumb trying to stand up for your ass because I'm feeling sorry for you and you say you want to be accountable and you don't. But I like how Jackie put Jennifer, you know, held her feet to the fire because she was like, no, Jennifer, when we were in the room, you said, you know, you're trying to grow, you know, you got emotional, you said you wanted to be accountable for things. So do you feel like you've done that? And then she had the nerve to straight up BS and be like, yeah, I feel like I've done that with Evelyn. Huh? Since when was there any responsibility taken, Jennifer? Like, do you have amnesia? I'm really starting to feel like you should have got knocked aside the head with that bowl of chips to get your sense back because you're not playing nobody. So everybody's back home. It's the next day. Evelyn's pissed off because she's like, here we go. I knew she wasn't going to do it. And Shaunie ends up talking to Dominique because she comes in. And so Shaunie asked her, like, what was that? Why didn't Jen, like, you saw what we were in the room talking about, like, why was Jen not saying nothing? And Dominique was like, I don't think she wanted an audience. And so Evelyn was like, no, fuck that. She had an audience talking about my daughter. I'm not going to play with that. And you know, if you really sorry, say something. So, I mean, we all know that whole situation. I absolutely agree with Evelyn on that part. There's like a little funny scene where Kristen did like a little fake roach prank with Jackie because she trying to get back at her for taking her bedroom. So now it's probably going to be a prank war between those two hoes. That's going to be something. I mean, that's going to be like a little, you know, BC film part that's going to be in between the stuff. So now here it is. It's time for Jennifer to apologize to Evelyn while they making breakfast and stuff because Jennifer finally comes in. Evelyn's outside and Jen's talking to Shaunie. She was like, yeah, you know, I'm ready to get this over with. I know this has caused a lot of tension and I can't do this no more. She came with her little Moschino on or whatever. Bitch, where you getting all this money? That's where I want to know. I mean, I know a dude's still paying you like whatever, spousal support, all that type of shit, but that can only go so far because in LA, shit's expensive. So you might be out here sugar babying and not be telling nobody, Jennifer. I mean, I don't put it past you because you a label whore and that's what it is. So now Dominique takes Evelyn, she goes outside and takes Evelyn upstairs to talk to Jennifer. Now here it is, the moment of truth, Jennifer and Evelyn, the showdown. Jennifer was like, look, I mean, we've been through a lot of stuff and it's just, I really want to be accountable. So I'm going to sit here and apologize to you for anything I ever said. If I ever said anything about Shaunice. And this is where I literally get heated all over again because this is not only the third, fourth, fifth chance that we tried to give you, Jen, to admit to the shit, but stop with the if I said something or whatever I said. No, bitch, you say, you know what? I did talk about Shaunice because I was mad at you. We were fighting at the time and I let my emotions get the best of me and, you know, I said some foul shit. But instead, here you are with this typical housewife apology. Oh, if I offended you, if I said something, I'm sorry. I don't think, we should let this ruin our friendship. So Evelyn's like, okay, but what happened so bad that you needed to bring my daughter into it? Like, she thought of you as an aunt. Could you imagine how it was when she was heard that her aunt was saying something about her? Now, Jen says she actually ended up messaging Shaunice in that little apology, but what else could you have said? I mean, what did you message Shaunice for if you didn't say nothing about her? So Jennifer, you be telling on yourself, but still be at the same time trying to convince, like, act like you didn't do nothing. So Evelyn's emotional, starts crying. Jen gets up to hug her and was like, okay, you know, let's move on. I really do miss you. And, you know, Evelyn's like, girl, you hurt me. Like, if you were my friend. And she was like, I understand. Like, but there's, you know, we can drop the hurt on both sides and let's just keep a peak in our friendship from now on. Let's just work on it. And Evelyn, I don't trust that bitch. You shouldn't either. When people show you who you are, believe them. Absolutely. So this whole friendship between them two, yeah, it's gonna be cool. The next episode, we saw the little preview, them gonna be twerking and dancing. But I mean, that kumbaya can only last for so long, because I'm sure something else gonna come out about what Jen possibly said in the past or was concocting about Evelyn, you know, here in the near side future. So Jennifer, I don't care about your BS apologies with your ifs and what I might have said. Really, bitch, like, you and this little, I mean, this amnesia, this permanent amnesia that you got by choice to say if I said something. Bitch, Shaunie and Malaysia had the same exact story. So, like, it's just like, girl, just cop to your shit. Like, it would be so much easier had you been like, yeah, I did this and we can move on. That's literally all people wanted. So, we just gotta see how the next episode goes. But really, the battle starts between OG and Malaysia, because that's what I want to see, because them two hefty bitches, like, they know how to throw down and they ain't afraid of nothing. Dominique, I guess you want to try and be a little housewife. That's why Jen also brought you. I mean, do y'all think she would be a fit, or are they trying to bring her onto the show? You guys let me know what you think about Dominique. Phoebe, she didn't have that much this episode, but she will next week when OG confront her about that little diss rap that she did. But from the preview I saw, she kind of pumped. I ain't gonna lie, she looked like she kind of pumped, but we gonna have to see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like this video and subscribe to your girl's channel. That is it for today. I will see you guys next time. I'll catch you on the flip side. Deuces.